Oye, esto es solo para los rumberos.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Raw Food Muscle. I'm your host Santiago, and today I'm going to be making you guys a nice yummy snack. And this thing is going to be awesome because it's great to have on the go. You know, if you're on the road, if you just got a lot of things you got to do, and this is something you can just pack up in your car, whatever you want to do with it, okay? This is actually going to be called chocolate buckwheat strips. Alright, so what you're going to need for this is 1 cup of buckwheat, and this has been soaking overnight, and we did rinse it out a couple times during the day. You're going to need 3/4 of a cup of, 3/4 of a teaspoon of Celtic sea salt. You're going to need 3 bananas, 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of cacao powder right here, and then half a tablespoon of mesquite powder, and then we're going to be doing another quarter teaspoon of the Celtic sea salt. So what I'm going to do right now is going to go ahead and get this started, and I'm going to go ahead and add in 3/4 of a teaspoon first. And this is a half a teaspoon measure, so I'm going to be doing 1 1/2 of these. And just make sure I get the right measurement in there. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix this up first. So that way it's all nice and blended into the, we got little kids calling for their mommy, even though we specifically said we're making a video. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so we're back again. Sorry for that interruption, but that's how it goes in this household. It gets a little crazy, even though we tell them, quiet please, we're making a video, and it doesn't work that way, you know. We need like some of those people that are like, quiet on the set please, take one. See, here he is, he's got a banana, so I think that might hold him off a little bit. Okay, so I got the salt mixed into the buckwheat. That's ready to go. Also, we have 3 bananas in here, and I also just put 1/4 of a teaspoon of some Celtic sea salt, and now I'm going to be adding another 3/4 teaspoon of this vanilla extract. And so, whoop, 1, and then, okay, now that's done. And I also forgot to mention to you guys that in the beginning of the video, we are going to be adding some raw honey to this as well. Okay, so now that we got that done, we're going to go ahead and add in the cacao powder, and this is not much. We're only going to be putting in half of a tablespoon of cacao.
1 tablespoon.
I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon. Did I say half?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was saying, man. I'm confused. So now I'm going to be adding half of a tablespoon of the mesquite. So just add that in there right now. Okay, good. So we got all of our ingredients in here. Now we're going to go ahead and mix this guy up. Alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and pulse it. And you got to pulse it to make sure that it works really well. I don't know why I'm yelling at you, but I'm doing it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. That's got holes in it, and I'm not sure that's gonna...
I like my slotted spoons.
Alright, so I think we're good to go on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this whole thing and just lop it in there. Alright, now that we got all that mixed in now, we're going to go ahead and add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of some Celtic sea salt. And this is a half a teaspoon measure, so I'm going to do half of this. Alright, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and mix this in a little bit. Okay, and next will be the honey. So I'm going to add in about 4 tablespoons of this raw honey. What I'm going to try to do is just make sure I kind of blend that honey in really well with the whole entire mixture. I don't like it when you know, you get one spot that's got certain flavors and another one doesn't, you know, that's not good. That's called improper mixing. So we're going to do it the proper way, proper mixing. Okay? It's the philosophy of mixing. You got to coordinate. Alright. So I think that's good. Alright, I think we're good to go now. And, alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll this out on a sheet, and then we're going to put it in the dehydrator. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next phase. I'll be right back. So we're back, and now I'm going to go ahead and put this mix right on the sheets. And what you want to do is you want to kind of make sure you keep mixing it every time you pour, just to make sure that, you know, the banana and everything stays mixed well within the entire mix. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just pour it. I think we do a little bit thicker. And this, by the way, will make a about 3 sheets. Alright, and so what I'm going to do is just spread it out a little bit. Alright, so I think this is okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing a couple times, and then we're going to put this in the dehydrator overnight at about 105 degrees. And depending on where you are, you know, if it's really humid in your area or whatever, you might need to do a little longer. I don't know, it just really depends. So, but don't you worry. However long it takes, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be the bomb, okay? So I'll be back in just a second to show you the finished. Alright guys, so we're back with the finished product. And like I said, this has been sitting overnight for about 105 degrees or so. And depending on where you are, you might need to have it in there for a little bit longer period of time. But this is one of them. And as you can see, it's partially missing. And this is what happens in this house when you put things in the dehydrator. It just goes missing sometimes through the night. And that's just reality, and that's just the way it goes. And you know, what are you going to do? It's that good. So, but it comes off pretty easy. And like I said, this is a complete protein. I mean, it's got all 8 essential amino acids. And, my God, the taste is just on point. Check out this recipe. Let me know what you think. And I'll see y'all next time on the Raw Food Muscle.